tell. Nope. We got anybody? Like, what up, peeps? Sorry, I figured I might as well start cutting wood because we're doing a spur of the moment live stream. Chasing us. Doing the spur of the moment live stream. I thought I might as well cut while I be able to join. So, what's going on, peeps? How you doing? Hold on, I need to grab my iPad so I can see if there's any comments. Hold on, 1 second, right back. Let's join this live stream. Let's see what's going on with everybody out here. Sorry there's no video this week, but I promise you, we've been hard at work. It's Labor Day, and well, I'm putting. So, how do I do this here? There you are. There you are. And well, I'm putting. So, how do I do this here? Volume. There we go. Hello, Gagden. How are you? So I'm going to continue cutting my wood because I really am working hard here trying to get our next project up and out. And I'm just going to cut. And you guys leave comments, ask what you want, and then we'll show you around once I'm done. I got one more corner and one more line left, okay? Does that sound all right? What's everybody doing on their Monday? You day off today? Boom. I don't see any more comments out there. Somebody say something. Ask me a question so I can answer while we go here. That start flashing. You guys almost watched us do a battery chase live on our screen here because all we do. What's up, Van Guy? Chilling like a villain, Anthony G. So here is the frame for around our window rings. This is what we've been doing All week it's been just hours and hours of finessing and caressing. But you want to see this go in live? What do you think? Should I bring you over to the van? Yeah? Okay. Let's go for a walk together. How's that sound? Hopefully we have Wi-Fi in there and there won't be any problems. But as you see, hopefully you don't fall. This is another deal with on a regular on the Dares Drives channel. But now you're in. Oh shoot, hold on. Let's just hide that. Now that we're in, we now have our piece that should slide right in there. And lucky for us, it does. We're getting so close to having a video now, peeps. It works. Don't worry about the edges. That's all going to be finished. You'll see that in the upcoming video, which is going to be next Sunday. So I just thought I'd do a surprise live stream, see what you peeps are up to, and let you know the Dares is hard at work. There's no rest for the wicked up in here. So I have a couple pieces that I'm waiting for because, well, I'm just a little out of practice here, but we need some more magnets that go inside of our window frames. That way our covers that go on our windows are gonna fit in there. And again, that's all stuff coming up in our video. So, what do we got for comments today? Is that really glitchy? It looks glitchy from my iPad. Hey, Jeff went upstairs and could hear your jigsaw from my place. LOL. Flying S Cross. I have a feeling you live by me. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know who that is. We met them on a dock and he commented on our van sitting in front of our house. That's who that is. Glad you could tune in. And I just got myself a massive sliver from that. Hold on, I gotta say. Whoa. So Flying Cross, I have a feeling that you're hearing me at 2 in the morning then. If you can hear me at 1 in the afternoon, or 2 in the afternoon, sorry, you're definitely hearing me at 2 in the morning when I'm out here cutting and sand and doing all that fun jazz to make this van become a thing. So we have got quite a ways. We've got it all fit in. We have rubber behind it so that it seals it against the window. You'll find out that we actually had to replace some window tint because we scratched it. What's this? Who said van people are not cool? I don't know. Do you know a guy that's into vans that's kind of cool? Happy Labor Day. Thank you. Putting in the work on Labor Day. No rest for the wicked, as we said earlier. So I'm going to set this up so that I can have a seat. Maybe we can have a chat. How's that sound? Where do I want to set this up? Should I maybe spin her chair around? It's kind of dark up in here, but we could go like that, I think. Oh no, I got all that stuff in that seat. Never mind, that's not gonna work. Sorry, like this was spur of the moment planning to go onto a live stream. So I really wasn't prepared for this, but we're not getting our video this week. I've been trying and trying. It's up to 17 minutes at this point. It needs to be edited out and we're not done the project yet. So I'm hoping that we don't go over 20 minutes in our videos because I know what it feels like trying to watch a video that's that long. And we got another wasp. What is with all the wasps? Get out of here. Bye-bye. So, yeah, here we are. What do you want to know? We're here. I'm hot. It is 30 degrees out today. And we are cooking, but trying to get the job done. So, there's one heck of a mess on our hands. Love the build, mate, from UK. What today? like I just said, it is hot out. I've been kind of running around, getting everything done, trying to figure it all out. And again, oh wow, it's late for you, 2100, eh? 10 o'clock at night? 2 to 3 to 4, 10, 11, 12, sorry, 9 o'clock at night? I had to use my fingers to count that one out. I've been staying up way too late and getting up early. So between getting this van build done and then being up waiting at 7, 8 in the morning, we're a little exhausted. Good thing is the wifey helps out a lot. She is a true champion, I must say. But yeah, what do I say? Here I am. Words. I do this even when I'm making my videos nowadays, so. And we're settled. We even busted a pair of glasses during the whole build. We didn't get that. Hey Jeff, it's Mass from Toronto, from the T-Dot. How you doing, Mass? Good to see you on. You're a big commenter and I appreciate that, thank you. As you can see, our shop is in absolute disarray as well. Trying to keep up with that. These are things that I try and put into our videos sometimes, but again, we try and keep our time limit. I like to be around minutes. Lately, we've been around 20 just because there's so much information going into them. And I've done things on cleanup and because, you know, one of the things I get asked in my personal life is, you know, what's the hardest part of the van build? And honestly, I have to say, you know, up with tidying this place up. The shop is constantly a mess. So, but yeah, I'm not going to stick around too long because I do want to get the job done. But I did want to stop in, say hi, see who can get online with us and chat away with us. And yeah, kind of go from there, right? So, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say? I am kind of spent up in here. So, it's a beautiful day though. It's a Monday. Wish I had the day off from this because we're getting close. So once we have these windows in, our walls are going up. Our walls are going to be up. Hopefully all that'll be done by Sunday. You guys will be able to see that happen. Then our lift bed goes in. And our rear bed and dinette and everything's put in place. And that's going to be exciting times. That's really going to give us a solid finished look to this van. Because after that's done, it's basically electrical and drawers. And we're out. We're out. Electrical's a big one. That's probably the biggest expense of the van. That and the heating system were top two for sure. And but the power is one thing we don't want to go cheap on, that's for sure. Put a lot of solar on top. We want to have the lithium. And so we need to make that investment. I'm glad I haven't bought them yet because of the delays we had, obviously. Because they just would have been sitting around. So too hot, have a beer, Kevin. I'm down with you on that, bud. Whoops, the key's in. Check out our screen is working absolutely perfect. Look at that. I've actually put it up a few times nighttime because when we're in there, we got the lights on and we're working away. The aphids are absolutely insane. Those little tiny little flying bugs with hits and those LED lights are on inside of here. We were getting swarmed. Like, I mean swarmed. It was disgusting. So I took my shop vac, walked around all the lights and sucked all the little buggers up. And then we closed up the screen, had the back doors closed. Feels nice knowing our screen does exactly what we wanted it to do. And works perfectly, slides smooth. And yeah, exciting times. So we've brought our computer into the garage now. As I found when we were trying to edit, every time I'd walk inside the house, Aiden would see me, or JC would see me, and we get distracted. So we brought the computer out here now, and hopefully that helps with our efficiencies and getting things done, if you know what I mean. So, from that iPad, and when I do that, I cannot see. Oh yeah, we got a few. A live chat. Wow, great to have the chance to see you again. Thanks, Rose. And yes, I saw Flying S Cross. Too hot, have a beer. I would love to have a beer, but honestly, put one or two of those in me and I ain't get no more work done. I just want to go to sleep. That's all there is to it. So we stay away from the booze, if you know what I mean. And plus, with the little one, I just want to hang out with that guy. So, and I don't need to be smelling like booze and all that kind of crap. You know what I mean? Yep. So we got the lift, motor all pulled apart, ready to go in. We got the lift ready to go back on. Look at this mess, this disaster of stuff we have piled up over here. And after taking 2 years off, going through each individually to remember what we had, where we put it, because that was one thing with these back windows I was working on this week, was honestly, we have seals that go in behind the rings up against the window. We accidentally scrapped some of our tinting. I think I mentioned that earlier in the live stream. So I actually had to have somebody come back in. I just wasn't gonna mess around with the project this time, so I had somebody come in, do some mobile tinting. And he retinted the back windows for us. Because although there were small sizes, I'm pretty particular about the fine details. And little scratches like that, I was not gonna sit here at our bench once it's all built and stare out our window and have scratches on there. I was not gonna allow that to happen. Nothing would have drove me more crazy than that. Just a fine little detail like that. I can't do it. It needs, not something, no. So we got that redone. That took most of our Saturday while we waited for him to do that. We couldn't really get in there and do that. How many teeth do you use on that blade? On saw blade, we are using a fine cut wood. It's 14 TPI is what it is. So they call it a fine cut. And I'll tell you, the MDF, remember we were making those rings on the last video? Of course, we had to do some more finessing and adding, which we'll talk about in the next video. We have gone MDF, just burnt blades up like crazy. Like we went through blades like you wouldn't believe. And here, see if you, would you guys be able to read that? Roby wood, 14 TPI. I think we got it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so that's what we're using there. But this MDF, so we had 1/2 inch stuff that we used for shimmy. Then of course we used the 3/4 inch stuff for the actual rings themselves. And whew, batteries and blades, my goodness, it was a constant battle. And flying S, like I said, 2 o'clock in the morning, we were doing that the other day. If you could hear me today, I'm surprised you didn't hear me at that time of night. And if you do, I'm sorry. Should I be sorry? I don't know. Should I be sorry for making noise like that? I don't know. I know 10 o'clock's the cutoff time for noise. I do try and keep it inside the garage, but I only get so much time to be able to build these things. It's work is busy. Yes. It wasn't actually due to van build though. It was actually due to my son. He was out here with me and I got a little rough housing with him. He grabbed my glasses, broke the arm right off him. So that's the end of that. So, and those are my brand new ones. Nothing like blowing $300 set of glasses that only last a couple months for us. So them's the break, Jake. That's why I like metal ones. At least all you do is bend them instead of just snap them, right? This is a live project happening right in front of us. Yes, it is, Harry. I would continue doing stuff, but then I wouldn't be doing much talking, would I? You guys would just be sitting there watching me with a saw blade. And I don't know how interesting. So, next is some filler on those rings. Just because when you cut individual pieces like that, stack them on top of each other, they're not perfectly even at the end of the day. So we sanded it down. We spent a good hour and a half sanding those rings. And we put some filler in, and now we're waiting for the magnets. Let me show you what I'm talking about with the magnets. Whoa. So these here are the magnets we're using, okay? So they all come stacked, plastic plate in between them. And they're super strong. So you peel them off, and that's what the magnet looks like. So then what we do is we build them into those things and glue them down inside. So once we cover all over, you won't be able to see the worse. But when we put our window coverings in, those window coverings here, actually, we got a sponsor. We gotta check this out. Wonderful sent us some products. Yeah, and we got to make a video of it. I actually kind of feel bad. They sent us these coverings years ago, asking us about this. And then of course we went MIA, but they've been so good about it. So I was talking to Scott, who's the owner of The Wonderful, and they're sending us the new code and all that kind of stuff that we can use. We're gonna have to do a video, these window coverings showing you. But these magnets kind of come in that spot too. The covers they sent us are not those windows, because those are, I need to have those windows done before I can tell them what size we need. But it's coming. But look at these things. You gotta see these. Let me get them out. Hold on. Maybe we'll put you that way. That way. The Wonderful gets their name shown on our live. Vanessa Scott, we're coming for you, man. We're gonna make this happen. But I might as well give you a little bit of free press right now because, well, you've been so patient and wonderful. Not too many companies operate like you guys do these days. So this here is what we're talking about. Look how nice these are. These are freaking sweet. So you open them up. So that's one back window. And they actually have little, where are they? Little magnets built into them here. So if we take one of our magnets, see, they stick. Now these ones, of course, don't need the magnet because they're back doors. That's what these are for. Want to be on the live stream?
Nope.
Want to be on the live stream?
Nope.
Hi, honey. Hi. You guys got here. So anyways, on the back doors, these are metal, of course. She was inside watching the live stream, I think. She just couldn't help her. She had to come out and see what was going on. You know how that goes. But, so they go up like this. They fit right in. And they're magnetic. They're stuck. They stay right there. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? Look how nice those are. The Wonderful. Yeah. Maybe wait till you buy some until I got a link. But in the meantime, The Wonderful's getting some free press. And we're gonna use our heat gun. We got another wasp flying right ahead. I can see his shadow. Get out of here. We're gonna do a heat gun test, all that kind of stuff, showing you the difference when you have a good insulated window covering. Not only does it make it blackout, you wouldn't be able to tell during the day anyways, but not only does it make it blackout so that when we're in here, we can have all our lights on and nobody would ever know we're inside. But the biggest thing is we did all this work with lizard skin and our Thinsulate and all that kind of insulation. Then it would suck just to let it all go out through the windows, right? So good set of covers is definitely key when it comes to the van build. You know? So back to here. Rory Jeff Cock, good to see you back. Thank you, sir. TJ, I waited for you. No thanks for waiting for you for 2 years. TJ, thank you so very much. Sorry, I was talking about the window coverings. I wasn't actually reading the comments. Thank you so much for sticking around. I do greatly appreciate that. Sam B, nice window, thank you. Jeff Steinmetz, no audio. You guys can't hear me? Really? Check back in again, please. Congratulations on the new addition to your family and the van build. Thanks, Gagnant. Can somebody just make a comment real quick? I mean, you can hear me. Here, I'm gonna turn my volume up here for a sec. Yeah, I got volume on mine. I can hear you fine. Thank you, Van Life Adjustments. Sam B, I can hear you. All right, perfect. So I'm not sure, Jeff, try restarting maybe. Everybody else seems to have volume. I just tested it on my iPad here, and I definitely have volume as well. So, personal problem. So anyways, those are the magnets. That's what that's all about. I can't wait to make that video up. Again, The Wonderful, thank you so much for being so patient with us. Thank you all for sticking around. You know, I know I was gone for 2 years, and it was incognito, and I'm sorry. I didn't know what to say at the time. I was really pushing through on some big changes, as you can tell. It's a big change just in general with where we were going, what we were doing. Then we lost course, and still think about that guy let me tell you. But, and our new puppy, man, he's cute, but puppies are a pain in the butt. I wasn't looking forward to training another one. And Winston became such that perfect dog. that it's yeah. You never want to compare to a past. You don't do that. You got to keep moving forward. But come on now, Winston was pretty freaking amazing. You got to admit that, right? So, okay, I want to put these covers away too while we're talking, just because I don't want these things getting all dirty. Sitting here, our shop, as I mentioned, I've been going so hard this weekend that I haven't even run a broom. Like, look at my floor. Look at our floor. Look at this place. Look at this place. What a mess. Ah! Disorganization is one of my pet peeves. So working in this drives a man a little crazy, if you know what I'm saying. So, hey, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh, the one on the door. One sec, right back. Oh, I wanted to mention too, we also recently just hit 1 million views on our channel, which is pretty sweet. I don't know how to show on the screen right now, but yeah, we got an award for 1 million views on our channel. So thank you to all you guys that came out and supported us and joined us. What that does also gives us a community. So if you guys want to join the Dares Drives community, just click over there and check it out. I'm thinking what I'd like to do with that. I have a shop vac, Harry T. I use the shop vac. Oops. I use that shop vac to suck up all the aphids. Right there, right there. The key is having the time to go plug it in and vac this place. You know. So, and honestly, we do the project, we get them through, then we walk over there, we sit at the computer for 8, 9, 10 hours as we edit out the video, and I even try and drop our footage in as we go. That way you know you're making sense. Actually, on these the window section that I'm working on right now, what is with all you guys? Get going. Where was I? Sorry, that wasp distracted me. Drink. But yeah, anyways, we put that time in for those videos. I even shared it with you on the last video, the time we were at. That was before uploading the video from our computer, which takes 25, 30 minutes to upload it onto your hard drive from Premiere Pro. Then you got to go upload it onto YouTube, which takes another 20 minutes, half hour. Then you got to do your descriptions, you got to do your titling, you got to do all your taglines, your thumbnail. Oh yeah, we still got to make a thumbnail at that point. Get that uploaded. Then it's got to go through a security process. You got to put in your monetization, like your commercial stuff, like timing of all those. Then you do that end card where I've been putting Aiden. I don't know if I know some of you guys notice at the end of the videos, I've been sticking Aiden in there a little bit, but you only get to see that if you wait till after I say, we will see you on the next video. If you wait till after that, there's a little bonus footage in there some days. So, not sure. Some of you guys noticed, some of you didn't. And I just got a couple of comments about it. Anyways, we're at about 16 people watching. Thank you all for coming out again. 18 people now. And thank you all for coming out. I do greatly appreciate it. I'm dying out here. Hot, hot, hot. 31 degrees today. So, and once again, just another summer chewed up by building this van. I did take off for a week. We actually, hello Arthur, thank you for messaging. Thank you for tuning in. We did rent it and took off for a week. Went down into the US, across Montana to Silverwood Theme Park in Idaho. And it sure felt nice. Doug Britnell, hello sir, how are you? Wow, good to see you, man. It's kind of neat seeing some of the people you haven't seen in years and years and years starting to find your channel and tune into it. So it feels even better that somebody like that would be completely honest with you. And if you suck, he'd tell you. And guess what? He didn't tell me I sucked, so that's a good start, right? Even if I did suck, I'd keep doing it because, well, I love this. I love you guys. It's a blast. I love it. The project, on the other hand, yeah, the project is wearing on me. I'll tell you this. What a job. What a job. And but I'm there's no way I can't cut corners. I refuse. I will not do that. I just want to have that perfect van and get out and do some camping in it, if you know what I mean. Let's go get into the backwoods, get lost, enjoy nature. Watch the sunset, watch the moon go across the sky. Oh, all my favorite things, especially if you're sitting near the ocean. So, in the meantime, as I mentioned, we were working our butts off. We got that award at the beginning of 2024. And now they just did a structure change, so we got a little bit of a promotion, which makes us busier and more travel. But it's definitely good. Man, we are getting a ton of going on here. Where are you guys coming from? I haven't had this problem at all. And now we're on live stream, and they're just everywhere. Uh-oh. Is it because I'm taking you guys out? Is that why? I'm taking them out, sorry. Hope you guys don't mind. Wasps, I'm not a fan of wasps. I won't touch a bee. Wasps, never mind about that. Okay, we got some more. Are you building a van, Doug? You should build a van, Doug. I agree. Old Exodus, good to see you back. What's up with the van? Well, as we say, she's coming in hot. Ours must be costly. Yeah, it's more expensive to buy one from the factory, I'll tell you that. Now, we got lucky too. We bought our van 2019, so before the big boom of vehicles and stuff like that. So we paid a lot less for our van, our 4x4 van, say somebody buying one today would have. But it all adds up, of course. Britnell, nope, just checking out and supporting my buddy. Love you, Doug. You're the best. You weighed the van lately. We did. When I moved it from our old shop to this shop, I did the weight scale. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head though. Maybe we should drive over there. Maybe we should take a drive over there and we'll record it. I have kept track of our weights and what we put in. So at this point, we're probably at about 1,200 pounds inside the van right now. That's if the water barrels were full. And so, of course, we put the underneath. I do have plans for upgraded suspension as well, which you'll see. But that's all going to come once the van is done. Then we're going to do some more exterior mods to it. The first things first, we need to get that interior done so that I can go out and use it. That is key right now. Cutting corners. You are breaking up. It keeps reloading. Really, eh? Mine has not done that at all to me. So I have it playing here as well. I haven't seen it cut out at all on me, so I apologize for that. There's somebody else that was saying that they, Jeff Stein said that, oh, he retracted his message, so obviously he's got audio now. So, again, check your internet as well. It's saying I'm sitting here right now. It's saying that I have 3.5 bars, so we should have enough internet to make this happen. Hey Jeff, way back when you cut out and installed the windows, any leaks? No, none at all. And actually, this is one of the awesome parts about what happened with our van build, is that, of course, when we were doing our van build originally, we had built that enclosed shop beside our garage. No water, nothing ever landed on the top of the van. We did do that one video where we sprayed it down with a hose and made sure nothing leaked, and it's good. But over the last year and a bit, this van sat out and it had 2 feet of snow on top of it all winter long and not a single leak. It stayed dry 100%, which is a bonus. We now know this before we actually finish that sealing and stuff. So no, we're golden. The windows are sealed, everything. You know, obviously our solar panels, we didn't put any on the roof for our solar panels, but our fans held up, all our security cameras and all that stuff, no leaks at all. Mouse Tulip, are you sitting, Jeff, or are you on your knees? I am on my knees. It's just easier to stay down low like this. So, yeah. Video delay when you're on the move. Oh, that's probably what it is. Okay. So I just got to stay still. That's what's going on. So when I'm moving, it's cutting out. That makes sense. Do you still love the fridge? Is it too big or is it just perfect? Honestly, for our build, I think it's perfect. You know, you'll see that when we actually get to go camping and we can stock it up and kind of go from there. Milk, so being able to fit a full jug of milk was very important to me. Like a big glass of milk with my meals. And now with Aiden, he likes his milk as well, so, you know. Yes, isotherm, that's correct. Will the van be done this year? That is the plan. It's just, honestly, trying to get out here and get it done, you know. With kids and JC, and, you know, I like to spend that time with them. This is an important part of that growing feature, and I don't want to miss it, and I want to grow that bond. He is my little shadow. He follows Dad everywhere. He knows what a brap is. That's a 2-wheel motorcycle. He knows what my van is considered a bus. So every van he sees, Dad, it's a bus, it's a bus, it's Dad's bus, it's Dad's bus. It's pretty freaking hilarious. Everything else, trucks and cars are all vrooms. So between that and his basketball, I'm a pretty busy man trying to teach him what everything is. Will the van be done this year? Yes, that is the plan. When completed, where's the first trip to? That is debate. So that depends on the time of year we got. If we're talking spring, I like to head up to Alaska. That's number one. From Alaska, I like to take the coast all the way down and make it to Mexico so that we can say we went through 4 countries on our first trip. That's kind of my thought process. Take a month, make it happen. That way we get to test everything out from all the way up into Alaska roads to all the way down into Mexican roads. I think that's a pretty good test for Romer. So, back to the fridge. I'm so impressed with the fridge. I would take you back over there, but it sounds like every time I walk in there, which makes sense. I walk into the van with all that insulation and sound coating and stuff. It makes sense it'd probably get choppy as you walk in there from the garage. So I'd like to get back in there and kind of show you what we're looking at. But that fridge is absolutely amazing. It fits perfectly. One thing about that fridge with our setup is that there's no more, that fridge is not coming back out of that van, ever. Like it's in there. Pull it out, you'd have to pull cabinets on the other side apart. So all I'm hoping for at this point is reliability. That isotherm better hold up like they say they do. I at this point so we can fix the compressor or the motor or anything like that, or refill it with Freon if need be. But if the actual fridge itself failed, it's a whole nother story. But again, brand top of the line, you shouldn't have that problem. Speaking of that, I bought new washer and dryers in my house. And it lasted a month and a half, and now I've been out of a dryer for a month. They've tried everything, motherboard, heating element. Oh man, so we've been out without that, going to laundromats. And brand new product, Samsung, which I debated when we were buying it, and now I'm kicking myself. But it sounds like a big wire burnt on the back of the dryer, which means they need to send me a new one. Let's hope our fridge does not experience that same fate. Jeff, don't stress on things being perfect. I spend a lot of time stressing that could have been spent on the road. Then you get on you meet up with people that just threw it together. Very true, very true. Unfortunately, my mind doesn't let me think that way. We have goals, and yeah, I see something that's out of place. Like I say, that window tint. I see a place, it's a scratch, and it freezes me. You know, I can't unfocus off of things like that. I'm the same at my work. You know, it needs to fit together. And if it's not, I need to find a way to fix it. I'm going to complain and just leave it. I'm one that if I'm saying something about it, I'm also looking for a solution. So, yeah. What else do we got here? You're a perfectionist, Jeff. Thanks, Rose. Yeah. You know, they always say perfection doesn't exist, right? And finished is more important than perfection. And that is a true. I'm trying to get to that point because it's true. It does need to get finished. And I can't wait another summer like this. I just can't do it. I need to make some videos of being out there in the forest, living life. Like we've been doing this van build way too long. The world's longest van build is what I think I'm going to start tagging this. So I like how detailed you keep it up. Definitely differentiate from the others. Plus, it's great content. Thanks, Old Exodus. It's I try and keep it fun, you know, share the wins and the losses, of course. You know, that's something when I was doing my research on van builds, everybody always cut to the finished product and what it was. And if it didn't look properly, you'd notice they'd scan past it really quick just so you couldn't notice it. Because, of course, they were trying to make it look perfect on the video. And I want to show you guys that being a first timer, this is what you go through, and here's the goods and the bads, right? Doug Britnell again, is the van gas or diesel, and any idea of the effect on mileage? It is a diesel. Any idea of the effect on mileage, meaning, oh, thank you very much, Arthur. You are the man. Greatly appreciated, sir. Effect on gas mileage, please explain further, like because of the weight in the van, is that what you mean by that, or what? Good luck, fella. Gotta go to bed in a few, late, but really enjoy your content. Keep on keeping on. Jeff Campbell, thank you very much for joining in. I agree, or I appreciate you coming in and checking it at night. Again, I just wanted to get on and say hi. I miss you guys, and we weren't gonna get a video. I was pushing so hard. I was up again last night late, and it comes to, if you think I'm a perfectionist with the van, you should see me trying to edit videos. Oh my goodness. That's where, get out of here. Get out. That is where my time is just crazy. I can't help it. But the video is the part that I enjoy the most out of this, is actually making the videos. The whole van is the content part of it, and it was a necessity to get where we wanted to be. So yeah, I enjoy building the van. It's a great learning experience. But the videos, that's where I find the most enjoyment. That's the art, and that's the part I love. And I cannot wait, like I say, to get on the road and just wait to see the content we put out. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that. Doug Britnell, yes, weight. Obviously weight is to affect your mileage. Plus we got some bigger tires to put on as well, some all-terrain tires. I'm gonna change the fuel mileage. Right now, again, we have 500 kilometers on that van. It's 2019, we only got 500 kilometers on it. We literally Edmonton, Alberta, drove it to Calgary, and then we drove it a couple times in internal Calgary while we moved shops. So we're about 500 kilometers, and we almost went through a full tank of diesel. I filled it back up, and then we ran that diesel heater, the first one we put it in, and that diesel heater ran, it was about a month and a half. We left that diesel heater going, testing it out. Fuel go down to a quarter a tank, and that's how long it took to burn that quarter a tank out with diesel heater. So as you can imagine, it goes a long time with that diesel heater. Now, of course, we got it all hooked up, and we get hot water now with it too. Arthur Quinn, put funny stuff in the videos. Yes, sir. But in the past, as you know, we used to do a lot of that with Winston and stuff. Now, my goal right now is I just want to get that van done, but I still to Sam B, thank you very much. You are the best. Woohoo! You guys, look at you go. Let's sell our first super. I don't understand what that means. Sorry, I'm new to this, so I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to do that. I wish I knew how to do that. My van is done to completion at a high standard, so I understand you think. However, I still have envy for simple builds at lower costs. Yes, Jeff, I agree with you on that. Again, I've been out and about, and we've seen a lot of. We went on our little holiday here. There's one thing about the van builds from when we started doing builds to where we are now. I was gonna say, Sam, it looked like you're angry, but thank you still. I couldn't believe the amount of vans I saw while I was out and about. Oh my goodness, like every second unit, the van that was done out. Right beside us was a person with a bus. I went in and checked the bus out, and you're right, very simplistic, very easy. And it did the trick. They've been living in it for like 6 months now. Her and her daughter, they've been in it for about 6 months and not missing a thing. We were boondocking, like no hookups, nothing like that. That's the only type of camping I do. I can't stand campsites. But I agree, and that's something I back up where we are right now. And I think back to my van is like, man, if only I had done a simple build, I could have been out camping 2 years ago in this thing. But it's part of the fun too, right? Like, you know, what can you do? What's new? What's creative? What hasn't been done before? You know, in a market that's become pretty filled. It's nice to know, especially again, speaking about new things. If I bring you over there, I think it'll get all choppy on us. That's no point. So anyways, where our template is, so this is our main goal here. There it is. Main goal on this one was get these windows done, of course, but we're using more of our corrugated plastic as templating. And one of the things we did using lights to be able to cut out the center hole is something I've never seen done before in any van build video. So I was researching it even further before we, of course, dropped this product and started doing this project, and still doesn't exist. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about what that looks like when we put that video out on Sunday. So, love my Rickson systems. I would never gone that way if not for your videos. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Jeff. Yes. Again, I've used mine in the van while we've been building. I love it too. One thing I did learn though. So, with that Rickson system, we should probably discuss is that when it's warm outside. So I wanted hot water when we did our water tanks and stuff. And guess what? Unless I start the engine of the van and do the engine circulation part, I can't get water from it right now because it won't turn the S-bar on. And so obviously it turns that S-bar on when you set the temperature, but it's already hot outside, that S-bar won't turn. So Jeff, I'm interested to know, do you have that, is that a thing for you as well? Or am I missing something? I'm pretty sure. Anyways, it was kind of interesting, something we'll talk more in detail on once we're out traveling. Once you're out in the world, in the van, you'll be happy that you did it up right. Doug, that is the true thing right there. So yes, Jeff, I was talking to you. Simple builds are great, blah, blah, blah. But do it right and do it right once as opposed to half. And then you're out there trying to live and do your thing and you're stuck constantly trying to work on your van because, oh, I only did this halfway and now it doesn't quite work properly. Now you're out in that forest, supposed to be sitting back enjoying the view. And all you're doing is working on your van. Nobody wants that, right? So, not a problem for me. So you can have constant hot water without running the van, and the S-bar will turn on in plus 30 weather, turn on to heat the water, and then just the fan doesn't turn on. That's what I was expecting. So anyways, I'm interested. I was going to call Rickson's and talk to them about that, just things done first, so. Got a dash, Jeff. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Sam B. I'm sure we'll be talking to you tomorrow, sir. So, Mr. Bossman. Not a problem for me. I'm interested to know what that's all about, Jeff. I really am. So, yeah. So, we're going to keep this going for 10 more minutes. Then we're on here for an hour, and then I'm going to get back to work. So, will you do any undercoating protection for the van? Yes, I do have a plan for the undercoating of the van. Actually, it's something we paid for and did when we bought the van. And but then it was in the shop by the time they were ready for me and we couldn't move it. I have discussed it with them. They're like, don't worry about it. It's paid for. We have it. Just bring it in whenever you're ready. So once it's all done, yes, it will be going in for an undercoating on the van. So, you know, especially in Canada, they use a lot of salt on the roads. We have a 4-season van. I plan on doing a lot of travels to the ski hills. I love skiing. So one of the plans there is to get out there, do some skiing, and use our 4-season van. So yes, I do want to have the undercoat done. If you ever travel to Ontario, make sure it's in the summer and stop by the country. Doug, you already know that's on my hit list, buddy. Last time I was out there, man, what an amazing area that is, I gotta say. And yes, guaranteed, you know I'll be. So I'm gonna hit the Saskatchewan sand dunes, then we'll fly through Manitoba and look out for the dragonflies and then we'll be into Ontario and enjoying the Canadian Shield. So, does the hood still open? Oh, Mr. Arthur. So, that's something we haven't talked about. Arthur came to help us one day while we were trying to move the shop. And it had a solid hood latch on your hood where your engine goes. And he somehow thought it was a hydraulic hatch and just yanked on it and pushed it down. It did bend, but Arthur, don't worry about it. It's all fixed, done, and we got that taken care of. Something I wasn't actually gonna bring up ever again, but thanks for reminding me. Because Rickson's use the constant heat water button on the control. Yeah. So the constant heat, yeah, that makes sense. That turns the pump on and keeps the glycol circulating. It does not kick on the S-bar though. So I guess maybe if you'd run your van already, maybe that heat exchanger is hot. When you turn on the constant heat, it does move the glycol through that heat exchanger and heat your water up. But without it, that's, yeah. Anyways. I started my van build about the same time you did. I'm glad you're back at it. Look forward to seeing the finished product. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for sticking around through all this. Are you done your van, I guess is a big question on that one, Scott. Van life adjustments. Keep up the live stream and it will pick up. Motor on, bro. Thanks for the one-on-one with us. Van life adjustments. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sticking around. Greatly appreciate you spending some time with us today. And yeah, when you get back on this, actually, live streams are kind of nerve-wracking. You know, it's hard enough when you're putting videos out and before it actually releases, it's on your mind. One good thing about me not finishing until 4 o'clock in the morning, I guess, is that my head hits the pillow and I crash, and then it comes up at 8 in the morning. So I don't have a lot of time to think about it. But when you post it to go out, this is why I can't post a video a week in advance, because I'm constantly thinking, so instead of making a new video, I'm thinking about the video that's already posted to go up, and I'm going back in and I'm looking at it. This brain sometimes. Scott Neff is never done. Well, see, and that's why, again, I guess that's why I'm doing it this way, is I'm hoping that when the van's done, I can actually call it done and just go travel. Get out of here and just go travel, right? So anyways, old Exodus, I plan to hit U.S. national parks when I build my van. Will you do the same in Canada and or U.S.? Both. That's where we ended up staying, is national parks, U.S. national parks. We went down to Montana and Idaho. So no hookups, nothing like that, but they are kind of like a campsite, I guess, right? You know, you do have a picnic bench and a solid place to stay. In Canada, on the other hand, at least BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan area where I've done a lot of camping, is I know the off-grid places, what we call Crown Land, calls it BLM, Business Land Management or something like that. I call it Crown Land in Canada. And so that's where I prefer to be, is just out in the bush. You don't have a picnic table. You bring your own chairs, you bring everything, and you're just out in the bush. That's what I prefer. When I went down to the US, of course, we had a plan, a schedule, and I was totally sure where to be. So, of course, we booked at the provincial or national parks. Of course, when we're in the van, I plan to have a lot more time. And we have a trailer in the back with our braps, so that, I think calls them, our motorcycles. That way we can kind of find a spot to park, hop on a brap, go for a rip, and hit our areas, because now we're not in a rush. We can take our time. You know, again, like I say, traveling 100, 200 kilometers a day, 50 to 80 miles a day, and that's about the extent of it, right? So, and just seeing every little whine and missing piece. So, yeah, but yes, national parks, I gotta say, when I'm down in the US, they're pretty freaking gorgeous. I gotta give you guys that. So, Scott's never been done. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen people buy a used small school bus and make them into a camper. Yes, that's what I was just saying. When I was out camping, the person right next to us was a mother and daughter, and that's what they had, like one of those small handy buses, I guess you call them, like the short bus, and that's what they had as well, right? So you should brap. It was my thing when I did dirt bike racing. And yeah, maybe that'll be on our Dares Wear shirts. So that's one thing I've asked JC to do, is help me out with Teespring. We do have Teespring that comes up on our channel here with, you know, hats and jackets and all that kind of stuff. We're calling it Dares Wear is what we're gonna call it, and of course with the double D's. I've been trying to get her tasked with helping me, because it comes with the products. When you click on them, it says not available. So I'm not sure what's going on. And honestly, between Aiden, Van, kid, dog, puppy, videos, work, I just have a chance to really sit down and go through. I want to get it fixed, because I want to put some Dares Wear on myself. I got mechanic shirts made, I got hats, and I want to be able to put some Dares Wear on while I'm in. So better than wrecking all my daily clothes as we build here. Trust me, paint and glue and all that kind of fun stuff, and just catching them on things and ripping them. So it's a little bit of a challenge, especially as I mentioned earlier, no dryer. Yeah, yeah. So I smell fresh, right? Yeah. So yeah, anyways, yeah, Jeff, anyways, I appreciate your, because I am going to reach out to Rickson's and find out why that's not happening. It should. I figured it should happen as well. That S-bar should definitely turn on. Won't blow a fan, of course, which is okay, but it should turn on at least to heat up the glycol water. And that was my understanding of the system. And that's why I never showed you hot water with the plumbing. I want to get that sorted out first and then go from there. But that will be happening right away, contacting them and getting that up and going, find out this in here. So, but yeah, I think that's it. We are at 58 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to say we got about a minute 30 left. What else? What else do you guys want to know? What's missing? What, you know, I know we took 2-year hiatus. We've now put out what, 6 or 7 videos, and interesting. Scott, I have a Rickson system also. I love it. It's the best. You can't do a lot of research on heating systems, and you can't beat that system. You really can't. You know, no need for a hot water tank, no propane, runs right off your gas or diesel, depending on what you wanted. You'll run both of them or either. You just got to specify which one. And again, on-demand hot water, all that kind of good stuff, all right? So thank you, Jeff. I got to get Maz. Thank you very much for tuning in. Great seeing you again. And again, you know, I've seen a lot of names that are, you guys are all originals from when Van Build. And thank you so much for sticking around. If you are on the road already, I'm jealous as heck, just so you know. And this should have been done a long time ago. Our C19 project turned into the NIP project. But we are on it. I got plans here because these things I don't know if we're going to have completely done before the snow flies. If I wasn't making videos, it'd probably be a different story. I could probably pound through it because you could have 4 or 5 different things going on at the same time. Now, you kind of focus on that one with the video and you hold off before you do more, right? So, what type of AC do you have in the van? I have the AC that comes installed in the van from the factory, or the front of the cab. I did not put AC in the backside of the van. The reason is when I was first doing the research, all I could find was the rooftop units, and we didn't have room on our rooftop with all our solar panel and max fans and stuff. There was no room. Of course, developed the last couple of years, I'm seeing those undermount AC units, and I'm debating it. We could still do it. We got room. We got a spot we could put it, and I'm really debating potentially buying one and putting it in the underside of the van. So that coming up. But honestly, with those max fans, you get that one at the back sucking air in and the one at the front blowing air out. It's like a wind tunnel in that place. It really does, right? Cruising comfort is the best, old Exodus. Yeah, that's the undermount one, is it not? I'm pretty sure. Low voltage, it's 12 volt is what you want, right? And yeah, that way if you have 12 volt, you can run it all the time, right? We'll have 400 hours of battery, so we should have more than enough. We do have extra room for one extra 200 amp hour battery if we need it. I don't know. Again, we'll see, but it is something I've been thinking about. So, all right, and there it is. I went from a minute 30 left to now being a minute 30 over. 61 minutes and 30 seconds now. So, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Yes, it is. They have 12 volt, 24 volt. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm doing 12 volt van. I'm not sure what you got, old Exodus, but mine is 12 volt all the way through. And yeah. Yes, but I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get back to work. My paint has dried, or my filler has dried now. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Glad we were able to chat for a while. Artie, Sam, thank you very much for the super chats. That is so greatly appreciated. You guys are the best. My camera is on the fritz. I feel like it's gonna blow out. It means I'm gonna have to make another $1,000 investment here pretty soon. So look at this thing. Look at this. Hold on, before I go. I know, I keep saying I'm going. Welcome to my world. It is so dirt and dust, and it's making weird noises. Oh, no, the batteries are dead right now. It's making weird noises when we turn it on and the screen comes out. I'm really getting concerned today. It's just not going to turn on me. So I have saved up for it. People that gave us PayPal super chats, that all goes into a Dares Drive separate account. And all that money does is go right into the van or into camera gear. So thank you, Artie. Thank you, Sam. You guys are the best. And one more question before we go. Artie says bye. Bye, Artie. Eric Devac, I bought a Cruise and Comfort AC, but have pivoted to the media inverter window unit that I'm modifying into a... Oh yeah, okay. But then unit's sticking out of your window the side of the van, which not a huge fan of. So, but hey, if it works for you, make it happen. That's the key, right? That's all through all this video is, this is how I did it. It's not saying how you're gonna do it. That's why I don't go into great detail about measurements, like the actual dimensions and stuff, because what you do is gonna be you. You do you, as we always say. And if that's what works for you, make it happen. Make sure it's safe, make sure it's on there. You're not gonna hurt yourself. It's gonna fly off the vent and hurt somebody else, right? That's the key to the whole thing of building a vent. So anyways, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the video. I don't know how to shut this thing off though. So maybe you guys can stick around while I learn how to shut this off. X. Are you one in streaming?